Good morning, students. Sairam. Today we are going to learn a new chapter in EVS 1, lesson number 11, a look inside the body. Children, this is a very important and a very interesting chapter, and you'll be surprised at the end of watching the video how our body functions in different ways and what are the different organs in our body. So let us start by learning the new words. First word, internal, internal. Now these all the words are related to body parts. So internal means those organs which are situated inside our body and we cannot see them. For example, heart, lungs. These are the internal organs of our body and they are situated inside our body. So those organs which are situated inside our body are known as internal. Okay, internal organs. Second one, external, external. External means again those body parts which are situated outside. For example, eyes, nose, ears. These are the organs which we can see with our eyes and they are situated outside the body, so they are known as external organs. Third one, sensory. Sensory organs are those organs by which we can sense and feel things. For example, see, eyes, we can see through our eyes. Nose, we can smell through our nose. Ears, we can hear with our ears. Yes. And your skin is all over your body. It makes you feel things. Suppose you touch something hot, you take your hand just back, immediately back. That means you have sensed that something is very, very hot. So same way, these are the sensory organs. There are 5 sensory organs. How many sensory organs? 5. Eyes, nose, ears, okay. Tongue helps you to taste, and your skin, okay, your skin. So there are 5 sensory organs. We learn about it when we watch the video. Fourth one, cavities, cavities. Now cavities are the places in which these organs are situated. See, there are specific places and particular places for all the organs of the body. So they are known as cavities. The places where the organs are situated are known as the cavities. And the last one, torso. Torso means the head part. Okay, the head is situated inside the torso, that is known as the torso part. Now, internal and external organs. A part of the body that is used to perform a certain function is called an organ. Yes, a part of the body. It can be, as I told you, it can be your eyes. Eyes helps us to see. Nose helps us to smell. Tongue helps us to taste. Ears helps us to hear. Yes, legs are used for walking, running, jumping. Hand is used for doing all writing, drawing, eating, all the things which we do with our hand. So whenever we perform some function with a certain part of our body, that is called an organ. So each and every part of your body is an organ. Okay, externally and internally you have all organs. This is nose is an organ, eyes is an organ, mouth is an organ, ears are your organ. So every part of your body is an organ because it enables us to perform certain functions. For example, see, we use our legs to walk. Yes, we walk with our legs, we jump with our legs, we run with our legs. So hence our legs are our organs for walking. So they are organs. And what are they used for? Walking, jumping, running. We use our ears for hearing. Yes, we hear through our ears. So ear is an organ which is used for hearing. Hence, our ears are our organs for hearing. Organs on the outside of our body are our external organs. Yes, those organs which are outside means those which you can see with your eyes. Like I told you, hands, legs, tongue, ears, nose, again eyes. These are all situated outside the body and which you can see. they are known as external organs. See, these are the examples of external organs. Head, starting with the head. Can you see up head? See, I'll just mark and show it to you. See, this is the head. Okay, then ear, then mouth, fingers, leg, toes, knee, tongue, nose, eyes. So these are the external organs because we can see them and they are situated outside the body. So they are known as external organs. Ears, nose, arms and legs are on the outside of the body and they can be easily seen. Now sensory organs. I told you there are 5 sensory organs. Okay. Eyes. Here comes your eyes, ears, nose and tongue and skin. So how many are there? 5. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. Okay, so they are the 5 sensory organs. See, can you see this diagram? Nose helps us to smell. Okay, ears helps us to hear. Skin, the hand which is shown, that is the part of the skin. So skin helps us to feel things. Eyes helps us to see, and tongue helps us to taste different kinds of food. So they are the 5 sensory organs. Organs that make us aware of the situation around us are called as sensory organs. For example, we look with our eyes, we can see with our eyes. So they are a sense of seeing. They give us the sense of seeing. Ears, we can hear to the different sounds in the nature or in the environment. So they give us the sense of hearing. Nose helps us to sense and feel. It helps us to smell. So this is the sense of smelling. Tongue helps us to taste food. So that is the sense of tasting. Nose helps us in tasting. And skin helps us to feel things, whether it is soft, whether it is hard, whether it is hot, whether it is cold. So they are giving us senses of other things which are around us. So they are called as sensory organs. Many functions of the body go on inside the body, yes, and there are numerous functions which go inside our body and we cannot see them. A network of blood vessels is spread throughout the blood. What is flowing throughout our body? Blood is flowing through our body, and the heart is the main organ which pumps blood through all parts of the body. Okay, so the heart pumps blood, and when it pumps blood, the blood reaches to all parts of the body. So what is flowing throughout our body? Blood is flowing throughout our body. Blood flows through them continuously. Yes, blood is flowing continuously throughout our body. The air we breathe in is carried out to all parts of the body through the blood. The air, the oxygen which we breathe in gets mixed up with the blood and it is carried to all parts of the body. The food that we eat is digested. Okay, the food, whatever we eat is digested inside our stomach, where it is digested inside our stomach. These functions are carried out by different organs called internal organs. And who carries out all these functions? The digestion of the food, the flowing of the blood, they are carried out by the internal organs which are situated inside our body. Special places for internal organs. Now there are special places for the heart is situated inside your chest. The brain is situated inside your head. So there are special places for internal organs. The organs inside the body that perform certain important bodily functions need to be secure. Yes, we need to be very, they have particular places inside the body. They will not move here and there, but we need to take care of it. When we play, okay, when we jump, we need to be little bit careful, okay, because if we fall and if anything major happens, that organ can be damaged. So we should be very careful while doing all the things so that they remain secure. Now see, this is the diagram. Now in this diagram, the main things what we are going to learn, and I'm marking for you and showing. See, this is the cranial activity number 1, which is situated inside your head. The cranial activity cavity, sorry, the cranial cavity is situated inside your head. Then comes the thoracic cavity, which is number 2, which is situated inside your chest. That is known as thoracic cavity. Then is the abdominal cavity, which is situated inside your stomach. That is known as abdominal cavity. And the last one is pelvic cavity, which is situated just below your stomach, that is near hips. The hip part is your pelvic cavity. So cranial cavities you can touch, and you can do actions, and you can remember. Cranial cavity, thoracic cavity, touch your stomach, that is abdominal cavity, and touch your hips, that is pelvic cavity. So there are 4 main cavities which we are going to learn in today's means we are going to see the importance of these cavities in today's chapter. Cranial, thoracic, abdominal and chest. Okay, how many cavities? Again 4. We'll repeat. Cranial is your head part. Cranial cavity is situated inside your head, so touch your head. Thoracic is inside your chest, so touch your chest. Abdominal is inside your stomach, so touch your stomach. And pelvic is near your hips, so touch your hips. Cranial, thoracic, abdominal, pelvic. So these are the 4 main cavities which we are going to learn. The structure of our body is such that our internal organs can remain in their places no matter how much we move. Yes, all the places, all the organs in our body have particular places, and they are fixed, and they are fixed in that particular place. And how much also we run, how much also we move, how much also we jump, they are not going to fall down, they are not going to move from here and there. So they are fixed, and they are having particular places inside the body. See, eyes and nose and mouth are situated on our face, so they have particular particular place. Ears are besides the face, like below the head, so they have particular places. Same way, heart is situated inside the chest. And in which cavity it is situated? It is situated in the thoracic cavity. So in short, the cavities are the home of these internal organs. So they are called spaces or places where these internal organs are situated. They are known as cavities, and they are fixed, they have particular place, so they remain in their place no matter what activities we do. There are hollow spaces for these organs inside the head and the torso. Not only the head and the torso, see, that is the cranial activity. They are called as cavities. So hollow means, empty spaces for these organs to fit inside are known as cavities. In short, they are the home, or they are the house of these cavities. Okay. The cavity inside the head is called cranial cavity. What is this cavity called which is inside the head? It is known as cranial cavity. What is the cavity in the torso? Has 3 parts. Torso, that is your head part. The cavity in the chest, that is here, it is called the thoracic cavity. Okay. And the cavity inside the abdomen, that is your stomach, has 2 parts. It has been divided into abdominal cavity and pelvic cavity, that is near your hips. All the internal organs of the body are situated in these cavities. So where are these internal organs situated? They are situated inside the cavities. They are situated in such a way that they will not leave their places and move here and there. See, they will not leave their places, and they'll come out and move here and there inside your body. I'm feeling bored now at one place, so let us move, and let cranial say that I'm bored now, let me go and meet thoracic cavity. No, it will not going to happen like that. They are going to remain fixed inside that cavities only. Now we'll take a recap of what we have studied in today's video. What we studied first, we studied about internal and external organs. The numerous important functions that go on inside our body are carried out by different organs. These organs are inside our body. they cannot be seen from outside, and they are called as internal organs. So organs which helps us to perform various functions and activities, and which are situated inside our body and we cannot see them, they are called as internal organs. And the body is structured in such a way that the internal organs remains safe within the cavities inside the head and the torso. So whatever it is, all the cavities have particular places inside our body. Okay, all the organs have particular places inside our body, and the home, that is the house of the organs, are known as cavities. So they remain fixed inside those cavities, and they will not move from here and there, because they remain safe and they are fixed inside that particular cavity. So thank you students for listening to me carefully. I hope you have understood today's video and it was very interesting for you to watch. And this is not the end of the chapter. There are many parts of this chapter to come. We'll go slow so that we can understand it better. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.